Welcome back to Namely 90s Minute. Every week we look back at a culturally relevant show, movie, or piece of pop culture that probably helps stoke the algorithm. This week, in honor of the movie Thelma, we're looking back at the most iconic movie with Thelma in the name, Thelma and Louise. Thelma and Louise is a 1991 crime drama from the director of Alien, starring Annie from Bull Durham, Dottie from A League of Their Own, The Wolf from Pulp Fiction, Bud from Kill Bill, Shooter McGavin from Happy Gilmore, Ned Ryerson from Groundhog Day, Tyler Durden from Fight Club, and Sergeant Hank Boyd from Chicago PD. The story revolves around two friends, Lorenzo's Oil and Earth Girls Are Easy. The former, Louise, is a sharp-tongued waitress who is dating a musician who is on the road all the time, and the latter, Thelma, is a housewife married to a controlling d-bag of a husband. They decide to go on a fishing trip together to get away from their dreary Arkansas lives. On their way there, they stop at a bar where Thelma dances with a flirtatious stranger who then tries to sexually assault her in the parking lot, but is stopped by Louise with a gun. But as the two leave, he yells that he should have done it to the both of them, pissing her off, so she fatally shoots him and they drive off. In the hotel room, they come to the conclusion that they can't go to the police about the attempted assault and that they have no evidence that would work in their favor. Instead, they decide to flee to Mexico, but have to take a long route around Texas because Louise had a bad experience there in the past. On her new route, they run across a pretty boy drifter, a river runs through it, who eventually sleeps with Thelma while Louise gets her life savings from her boyfriend who proposes to her, and she refuses. In the morning, Ocean's 11 is gone and has made off with Louise's life savings, to which she is distraught, so Thelma robs a liquor store. Meanwhile, the FBI starts to close in on the pair, and while understanding of what had happened to them, they trace their location by a wiretap at Thelma's house. Eventually, they get stopped for speeding and have to put a New Mexico state trooper in the trunk of his police car. Next, they blow up a tanker because the driver did some lewd gestures toward them on the road. Finally, the authorities catch up with them about 100 yards from the Grand Canyon, and instead of being captured, they kiss and keep going, accelerating over the cliff to their deaths. And that's Thelma and Louise in a Namely 90s Minute. More or less. Join us again next Tuesday for another Namely 90s Minute. Remember, you can always hear these a day early in full episodes of Namely 90s on all major podcasting platforms. And most of the small ones, too. Please subscribe and do all the other YouTube things. Bell ringing, share like a scribes, that sort of stuff, and we'll catch you next time.